President Bola Ahmed Tinubu arrives in New York for the 78th United Nations General Assembly. Tribunal Court affirms Dauda Lawan Dari as Zamfara State Governor. Flood kills 17 people in Northern Democratic Republic of Congo. Today is third Rayuwa 1445 after the Hijrah of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, which is equivalent to 18th September 2023. I am Salamatun Aliman with the news in full. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has arrived in New York for the high-level meeting of the 78th session of the United Nations General Assembly. The president is leading the Nigerian delegation to attend the scheduled event of General Assembly from today, the 26th this month. President Tinubu, in his inaugural statement to the Assembly, addressed the world leaders today. Tinubu is the 5th African leader to speak on day one of the gathering and 14th speaker out of the 20 leaders slated to speak. President Bola Tinubu addressed on several issues such as sustainable development, climate change, global cooperation, and global humanitarian crisis. During the week, President Tinubu is scheduled to hold several bilateral meetings with world leaders, including the President of the European Union Commission, Brazil, and South Africa, among others. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has appointed Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum, as special advisor on political issues in the office of Vice President Kashim Shettima. Baba Ahmed made this known in a post on his personal X handle, popular known as Twitter, today. The elder statesman, who confirmed accepting the appointment, noted that this is not the time to sit on the fence and complain. The elder statesman is an elder brother to the vice presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 presidential election, Deti Baba Ahmed. Dr. Hakim Baba Ahmed, retired Federal Permanent Secretary, has previously served as the National Secretary of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and the Chief of Staff to former Senate President Bukola Saraki. The Minister of Works, David Umahi, says President Bola Tinubu's administration inherited 14 trillion naira worth of road project across the country. The minister said of the 14 trillion naira, 4 trillion has been paid to contractors by the current administration. According to Umahi, there are 2,604 road projects totaling 18,000 kilometers that were left over from the previous administration of President Muhammad Buhari. David Umahi said President Bola Tinubu has approved a coastal road that will start in Port Harcourt, travel through the cities in the north, south, and west central regions, and terminate in Lagos. He also mentioned the 460-kilometer superhighway that was built as part of the public-private partnership from Abuja to Lagos. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Simon Lalong, says that past industrial action by labour unions have had adverse effect on the country's economy. The minister said this today in Abuja as he scheduled meetings with the leaders of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, comments in an effort to stop organised labour from embarking on another industrial action. Simon Lalong promised to partner with Labour to address the demands of the labour unions in a just and balanced way. He appealed to the labour leaders to be realistic and frank in the discussions. The minister also expressed optimism that the meeting will lead to a resolution that is of national interest. The Muslim Rights Concern has urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to ensure that all regions, faiths, and sections benefit from a political appointment made by his government, while no ethnic group or faith is seen to be favored above others. Executive Director of Muslim Rights Concern Prof. Isaac Akintola made the plea in a statement today. According to him, the appointment made so far by President Tinubu are lopsided because they favor mainly Yorubas and Christians. He advised the president to ensure balance in coming appointments. The news is coming to you from the studios of Sawaba Radio. One is after the short break. Stay tuned.
This is news on the hour. Sawaba Radio FM. Stay tuned.
Welcome back. You're still into the service of Sawaba Radio 104.9 Hadija. The Jigawa State Police Command says its operatives have successfully foiled a kidnap attempt and rescued the victim unhurt. This is contained in a statement signed by the command's public relations officer, DSP Lawan Shisu Adam, which was made available to newsmen today in Duse. Lawan Shisu said upon receipt of the report, a team of policemen led by DPO Abra, Divisional Police Headquarters, rushed to the scene of the crime and rescued the kidnapped victims unhurt. He explained that the kidnapped victims rushed to the Abra General Hospital for treatment. The Jigawa State Police Command has arrested a 35-year-old man for allegedly stealing a car from a dealer in neighboring Bauchi State. The Police Public Relations Officer, PPRO, in the state, DSP Lawan Shisu, announced this in a statement today in Duse. Shisu said the suspect was arrested by the police in Birnin Kudu local government area of the state. According to him, the Commissioner of Police in the state, Mr. Emmanuel Ekot, directed that the case be transferred to Criminal Investigation Department, CID, at the police headquarters, Duse, for discreet investigation. The Zamfara State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Sokoto has affirmed the election of Dodi Lawal of the People's Democratic Party as governor of the state. The tribunal dismissed the petition of the All Progressive Congress governorship candidate Bello Matawale challenging the outcome of the March 18th governorship election for lacking in merits. Justice Cordelia Ogadi, who read the judgment, said the petitioner did not prove his allegation of wrongful collation of election results, exclusion of results for the Maradun local government area, and the election not being conducted in some wards in the state. The tribunal, in its over 4-hour judgment, also said the petitioners failed to prove his claim of non-compliance by the Independent National Electoral Commission with the Electoral Act and corrupt way of conducting election. The lead counsel to the first respondent, Solomon Akunna, described the judgment as well considered, adding that the reasoning was perfect and the consideration of law could not be impeached. 17 people have been killed by a landslide in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The disaster occurred overnight yesterday near the banks of the Congo River in the northern city of Lisala, the capital of Mongola province. 7 women, 7 men, and 3 children under 5 years died. Newsmen report that the victims were buried the same day due to lack of space to keep them at the local mortuary. Witnesses said several houses along the river had been submerged and residents were struggling to rescue people from the rubble. The governor of Mogala, Caesar Lambaya, sent his condolences to all the families of the deceased. He has declared 3 days of mourning starting from Monday, during which flags were flying at half-past. 9 people have died from a cholera outbreak in Ethiopia's northwestern Benishangul Gumas region. A regional health official, Abdul Munhim al-Bashir, said that some 131 people have been infected in the outbreak while 9 others died. According to Benishangul Gumus Health Bureau, cases have been reported in 3 districts. Meanwhile, a cholera outbreak also killed 9 Sudanese refugees in Ethiopia's northwest Amhara region. Local media says the cholera outbreak has spread through 11 regions of Ethiopia in the past year, killing 220 people so far. A 2-year civil war and a drought have caused a severe humanitarian crisis in the region. That has been the news. Before I go, a recap of the major stories. From the news warhead, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to arrive New York for 78th United Nations General Assembly. Tribunal Court affirms Dauda Lawandari as Zamfara State Governor. On the international scene, flood killed 17 people in Northern Democratic Republic of Congo. That has been the news. On behalf of the news editor Haruna Ahmed Bultua, content announcer Umusama Adam Iko. I am Salamat Aliman saying good night.